In the name of my ancestors, peace forever and always, and welcome to another edition of what we call the Reality's Temple on Earth Internet Ministry. I am the gatekeeper, the host of this program, known here on social media. Wherever you may find me, I am known as the mighty Angel Snub 7. I am your soul brother, number one. I question human intelligence. I am taught that the human being is the most intelligent life form on this planet. I question that. I question that because you are intelligent, yes. You are intelligent as far as the ability to make machines and take what is in your imagination and make it a reality. We are very intelligent, but yet and still we get drunk and we get high and we do things that is contrary to supposed to be somebody that's supposed to have this high intelligence. We still cannot solve our problems. We have to turn to war, cussing and profanity and violence. What type of intelligence that we represent? An intelligent evil? What type of high intelligence are you? Because in the fictional Batman, the Joker is intelligent, but he's intelligent in an evil manner, a wicked manner. I question the intelligence of human beings, and I am guilty myself, especially when we get caught up in spirituality and beliefs and even so-called black scholarship. Because we take the teachings, we take these beliefs, and they supersede common sense. They supersede logic and being analytical and reason, being rational. It overcomes the obvious. I want to explain where are you going with this? Here we are. We believe stories of dead people walking around and demons and spirits. A man can walk on water. You ain't never seen that in your life. But these teachers tell you that this is possible and it happened a long time. You never seen it. It happened a long time ago. And there's no evidence that it happened a long time ago. But we just are told to believe. We reject what we know. We have never seen this. We embrace that. Because these teachings are factual. These teachings are real. These teachings are supersede anything we learn in college, anything that we learn in grade school, anything that we can actually experience in our life. These teachings. Well, it didn't happen to me. I don't see it around me, but I believe it. I believe this stuff. I'm guilty too, because as a young person growing up, I was attracted to biology because I wanted to study nature. I wanted to get into that type of science. And in the Nation of Islam, I was taught that the peanut is, you cannot eat peanuts. We cannot eat peanuts in the Nation of Islam because it's a nut, and nuts take 5 years of your life. How do you calculate that? How can you calculate that peanuts or any nuts take 5 years of your life unless you know or have an idea how long you're going to live? And hell, by the time some of us even began to understand what Islam was, we've ate so many nuts because it says every time you eat peanuts, it takes 5 years of your life. If that's the case, we should have been dead a long time ago, because it doesn't take that long for us to eat a certain amount of peanuts and we don't have life left, because every time you eat peanuts, it takes 5 years off your life. How do you calculate that? But the peanut is not a nut. The peanut is an underground legume. It's a pea. It's not a nut. Nuts come from trees, almonds, pecans, Brazil nuts. They come from trees. That's nuts. Peanuts don't come from trees. But under these teachings, I just ignored it like y'all do, like we do. We just ignored that, knowing that the peanut is not a nut. But I just ignored it. I'm not going to eat no peanuts. And at the time, I like peanut butter, but I can't eat no peanut butter because that's a nut. Take 5 years off your life. How do you calculate that? Then we're taught Jesus died for our sins. Jesus died for our sins. Jesus died for our sins. But then the same Bible turn around and tell you nobody can die for your sin. Now we got to make its contradiction. And we know this, but we ignore it and go with the narrative that we believe, the teaching that we've accepted. Well, how can a perfect God, and you say God never changed, first God gonna tell you nobody can die for your sin, then turn around and say Jesus died for your sin. We embrace it. I question the intelligence of human beings. So it's mind-boggling. I was taught in the Nation of Islam, I'm taught the white man is the devil. And when you are oppressed, when somebody's doing you bad, that's easy to accept. Yeah, he a devil. There's people call me a devil because they felt as though I'd done them wrong. But the white man is the ultimate devil. He's the evil that created all the evil. White man's the devil. That's what I'm taught. The white man is a devil by nature. What is nature? How do you know the white man is a devil by nature? In order to understand the nature of an animal, you have to see that animal in the natural environment. You've never seen Caucasian people because you say they came from the hillsides and caves of Europe. You did not see them in the hillsides and caves of Europe. So you don't know what their behavior is. You have no idea what their nature is. Only thing you know is your interaction with them. And anybody that do us wrong, we would call them a devil. A devil by nature. I had to start questioning these things. Because children, white children, Caucasian children, that actually grow up around black folks, if it's their nature, why they don't express it? I can guarantee you Michael Jackson's children do not act like the average Caucasian person out here in La La Land somewhere because they was raised 1,000% by black folks, being around black people. My friends, when I was young, a lot of them was Caucasian. They was Caucasian because black people did not like me. I was too black, and I was too poor, and I was too interested in the struggle, and I was too interested in books. So they didn't like Angel Snub Nub 7. Caucasian people never made mockery of my skin. They never made mockery of the clothes I was wearing. In fact, they was amazed by my intelligence. Wow, you so smart. I did not get that from the righteous by nature black people. The righteous by nature black people told me how ugly I was because of my dark skin. The so-called righteous people called me the N-word the first time I ever heard it. Made mockery because I was poor in the South. But the white man's the devil by nature. On social media, I've never had a Caucasian person bring up my mama, because you don't know my mama. But on social media, the holy and righteous black people, your mama this and your mama that. On social media, I've never had a Caucasian person tell me, if I find where you at, I'll come to your house and beat your ass. The holy, righteous black person, I'll come to your house and whoop your ass. And they love black people. Here I am, 50 going on 60 or whatever, and you have a young black man or whatever, I come to your house, who say I love black people, I'm going to come to your house and beat your ass. I've never had Caucasian people do that. But the white man's the devil. That's what you say. That's what you want us to believe. You've never seen Caucasian people naturally. We've never seen in this modern time going for thousands of years, we've never seen a human being in a natural state. We've seen the human being under the influence of religious teachings and slavery and oppression. We've never seen the human being in a state of being in a natural state. None of you. Nobody on this planet. And the same teaching that tell me the white man is the devil, they said the original righteous black people, what did they do? They rounded up the devils, the Caucasian people, who they made. They made these people through genetic manipulation. The holy and righteous black folks made the devil by genetic manipulation. And then they decided to commit genocide because they blamed these new people that they made for the trouble among them with no trial, speculation, allegations, simply because they was new among them. They stripped them of their clothes, except something to hide their shame, and walked them across the desert. These are the holy and righteous people. And they even tried to blow up the earth. This is why, according to their story, this is why the moon is out there, because the holy and righteous people put gunpowder in the earth because they was angry because somebody wanted everybody to speak the same language or something to that effect. And they got mad, so I'm going to blow up the earth. But the white man is the devil and have nuclear weapons right now. And ain't nobody talking about, they talk about blowing up another country. Then nobody ever talk about, let's just forget it. I can't have it my way. I'm going to blow up the earth. But the white man's the devil. And we believe this. And in our lifetime, I understand our relationship with Caucasian people. But I also understand we have met folks that have good character. And when it comes to evil, when it comes to nasty things, we see that in humanity, period. You have African folks who are part of the holy and righteous. They are running from Africa, coming here, the land of the devils. Why? Are they running away from the white folks and the Chinese and whoever in Africa? No, they are running from other Africans, the holy and the righteous that you say. Because their nature is of righteousness. If their nature is of righteousness, why are African people running away from them to Europe and to the United States? Whatever weapons these people get, they will do the same thing the white man do. If they could get their hands on a nuclear weapon or whatever type of technology, they do the same thing. And those African people would tell you, even prior to the white man, there was no righteous behavior going on in Africa. There have been tribal wars and murder and rape long before the Europeans showed up on that continent. This is what happens within a patriarchal mindset. Whether it's in Europe, whether it's in Asia, Australia, on the African continent, wherever you find men with the patriarchal mindset, you will find this evil that you're trying to blame on one people that's doing nothing no different than any of these other suckers have done. Africans have committed genocide upon Africans. Europeans have committed genocide upon Europeans. Asians have committed genocide upon Asians, and so forth, under the rulership, under the influence of patriarchal civilization and society. But we just want to blame the white man when he's acting no different than any other man on this planet. This is fact. We don't want to talk about that. So of course, you're not related to him if the white man come to Europe. If the white man come to Africa, you don't expect him to treat you all pretty. Plus, according to the teachings, which I believe, you march these people butt naked across the desert to Europe. You treated them like hell. So it's not a shock to me that they would want revenge. Wouldn't you want revenge? Matter of fact, you talking about what you would do. You telling your God you want to put the white man in slavery because you want revenge. But nothing happened to you when you do the same damn thing. Contradiction. Double standards. But this is how it is within patriarchal civilization and society. So if you want to call anybody evil, call the male gender evil, because they are the ones behind all of it. That's the common denominator. Because the male gender is corrupt and insane. Because you want to prove that you better and greater and stronger than another man. Your intelligence is no different than male bears fighting and male elephants fighting and all this other. That's how males in the animal kingdom, that's how they act and behave. They got to show I'm dominant, I'm